Alright, welcome back everybody, this is the Benchinator and you're watching Let's Play Xenogears, the greatest JRPG on Earth. So last time we infiltrated Merkava, the resting place of God, or Deus, or whatever you want to call it. And it seems that Deus is on the verge of being revitalized, but we were successful in defeating Ramses, who seemed to be going down in a blaze of despair. And we actually defeated Miang. But, did we actually defeat her? Is she actually out of the way? Guess we're gonna find out next. Oh, and we're also trying to rescue Elly, who's currently being mounted on a cross as we speak, so that's definitely a thing. Oh, nope. Miang doesn't go down that easily. That would have been too easy, right? I mean, Miang has been around for so long, and yeah, it's not gonna be that easy, Faye. I'm sorry. Yeah, what is her deal? Like, she seems to have superpowers. Oh yeah, she can regenerate. It seems like, I mean, that's probably the least of the problems, but Krelian, of course, has had his dirty paws in just about everything, so it seems like he's laced everything with nanomachines and nothing ever seems to die. So how the hell are we going to deal with this? This is just brutal. And it looks like there's really nothing that's going to be stopping God from being revived. Oh, man. No! We're all going to die. Is this the end? Is it over? I don't know. Yeah, this is just tragic. I mean, it does really seem like the last 5 or 6 episodes have been this whole thing about us thinking that we've made some progress, and it all turns out to be part of Krelian's plan. I mean, not just the crucifixion thing and using Faye as bait to get Elly, but even before that, with you know, getting everything unleashed, the use of the key, the death of Cain. It seems like Krelian was, again, thinking about 4 or 5 steps ahead, and this is all part of it. Well, now it looks like we're about to lose our Xenogears, which is just tragic. Ugh. That ain't good. Oh no, we can't let that happen. Can't lose those Anima relics. There's only there's only so much. You know what I mean? Like, they're all one of a kind. If we lose the Anima relics, we're not going to be able to make any new ones. They're called relics for a reason. Relics can't be easily reproduced, especially the special ones that we've been encountering. So it looks like all of our Xenogears are malfunctioned, and we're stuck inside this giant blob. So this is tragic. Okay, so apparently the Anima relics also make up Deus. That's kind of bullshit. Well. Again, all part of the master plan. Anima relics being part of God in the first place. Elly's gonna be part of God. Elohim. Yeah, there was a little bit of a misspelling there. So what's Elly got to do with Deus? This is just what I was saying. Is that Krelian has somehow manipulated all these events, and we've done his bidding. Wait, so she fabricated that myth a long time ago. So she must be really old. She must have been around for a long time. Oh, shit. Oh, damn. Looks like our clever plan is not working out. We did the old split up... we did the let's split up gang thing. And it didn't really work out. Oh, no. The resurrection of God, that sounds terrifying. Yeah. This all seems pretty futile. Looking bleak, guys. Looking incredibly bleak right now. Here we are. Inside God, ostensibly. Oh, Ramses is still alive, huh? Well. He's gonna make one last attempt to kill us, maybe? Yeah. Well, Ramses, I hate to say it, but it seems like you were only used for one thing. Yeah. Only used for one thing. Exactly. So Cain, it seems like, was too... He became sympathetic towards humans. So that's probably why he had that correspondence with, what's his name? Citan. Because Citan, too, had, sympathies. So, seems like Cain was listening to Citan. And the rest of these people, the Gazel Ministry, and, what's his name? Krelian, to eliminate him. Yeah, Ramses, that apparently is what they wanted you for. These people are ruthless. And she was so nice to him before, and now all of a sudden she's just being all really nasty. It sucks. Sorry, Ramses. I mean, again, you've done bad things, but I feel a little sympathetic towards you right now. You people are terrible. Krelian's just real nasty. I mean, it's funny because I've played this game several times, and, you know, I used to think of Krelian as, like, you know, a little bit more humane than other villains, but, I mean, looking back, this guy, woof, twisted. Oh, shit. He just stabbed Miang. Well, I guess that's one way to handle it. Stabbing Miang. But she seems happy about it. No, she can't commit suicide, I guess. Oh, damn. Yeah, I think you did exactly what she wanted to, Miang. I don't know, Ramses. I don't know, my friend. Oh. I was gonna kill Krelian too? Oh, well. He definitely deserves it. Damn, well. I guess that's... I want to say that's it for them, but it seems like with the nanomachine technology that they can recover pretty quickly. So I'm not gonna say anything. Well, I guess it is hard to kill somebody that you got so close to. Yep. Hey guys, at least you're all okay. At least everybody's here. Even Choo Choo, who I could give two shits about. Who I've, like, almost never used. Alright, Elly. You got this. We saved you. Wait, what? Did Faye just get shot? It's hard to see, but... Oh, crap! Yeah, Elly just shot him. Uh-oh. And now Elly's mutating and growing dark purple hair. Just like Miang. Oh, crap. Oh, now Deus looks like he's waking up. That's terrifying. God damn, everything's just going wrong. Everything. Nothing's going to plan. C'est tragique. Hey. Well, Faye, yeah, you've been through a lot. You can make it through a gunshot. Yeah. How'd she get your gun, Billy? Did she grab it as she was, like, getting herself captured? That's crazy. Yeah. No, Krelian's not dead, of course. He just stands right up. There he goes. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like Krelian's had some biomechanical makeovers. Oy vey. There's nothing that we can do to stop these people, apparently. Ah, so Elheim is the mother. The mother of all humans? My god. That's crazy. So what's happening now? What has Elly kind of gone into? Oh, okay, so we're about to get a long explanation. So I'm going to try to sum it up for you guys. Alright, so ancient interplanetary invasion system. And basically, it acts on its own will. It's kind of like, you know, Terminator 2 type stuff. So, apparently there was an accident where it destroyed a whole planet uncontrollably, and they shut down the program. And so they put it, the ship that it was on, the Eldridge, was like basically a research ship, and they wanted to figure out what the cause of the breakdown was. But then the weapon became self-aware and destroyed the ship, which is what we saw in the intro of this whole game. And then as a result, it came crashing down into the planet. So it detached its core, knowing that it was going to get hurt, and it started, as you'll see, well, they'll explain that in a little bit. So the Zohar is the sort of the main engine of Deus. It makes it so that your gears work, and makes it so that you can use ether power. So that's important to understand, is that gears and ether power are because there is this engine somewhere on Earth that's making all this go. So that's interesting. There's also a Zohar modifier that creates an infinite source of energy. So I'm not clear if it's actually one or two parts, but yeah. There's much more. Yeah, the biological computer Kadami is an interesting aspect. It's essentially a AI, an artificial intelligence whose mission was to create genetic material for resurrecting the weapon. So in other words, this weapon crashed into the planet, and there were a bunch of computer programs that activated, and as a result, humans were, basically made. And so this is what Rico is kind of saying, is that the Gazel Ministry and the Emperor were the first humans on Earth. So they were once part of Deus, and they needed to reproduce to create more genetic material. So in other words, what this basically all means is that, you know, when Deus crashed into Earth, it started a program of regeneration using the AI. And so humans were made as genetic material to be reproduced and to be reformed back into Deus. So it's kind of hard to understand. And this is a lot of information all at once. But the whole point is that humans were created essentially to be one day reassessed into this interplanetary weapon. So, yeah, she's basically just talking about how, the Gazel Ministry was kind of part of this whole thing for a long time. And so, yeah. Yep. All descendants of Cain, the Gazel Ministry. First humans on Earth. And they propagated with the intention of being reassessed to resurrect the heavily damaged Deus. So, I might have skipped ahead a little bit there, but that's the basic idea. Just trying to keep it condensed for y'all. Basically. So, it wasn't just to restore its old body. The mutated humans, yes, the Wells, of course. Replacement parts, that's interesting. Yep. There's all sorts of ways that you can do it. Now, how are we different? Because we haven't mutated yet. Existing through multiple generations, so we all have past lives? Huh. Interesting. Well. I see, so there's less parts because people kind of kept being reborn? Is that what you're trying to say? But of course, Krelian, being the smart man that he is, used nanomachines to compensate. Interesting. And now Deus is probably even more powerful because of Krelian's meddling. So, I mean, this is all a huge revelation, is that humans were created basically to resurrect this big-ass blob that you're seeing in the background. And now, yeah, that's a big revelation, is that Miang is basically the guardian of Deus. She is the will of Deus, of the resurrection. So that woman you saw with the purple hair in the introduction, the naked one, that's her. And Miang is, her factor exists in all women, so she can, like, if one Miang dies, she can go back and go into another one. And Elly, of course, being female, fits into that regard. So that's interesting stuff. It's also creepy stuff. I'm glad they're kind of playing this music in the background. It's very proper. So Miang was kind of behind this the whole time. She's kind of the real. She's been around since the beginning of time. She helps create the Gazel Ministry. Well, I mean, she helped organize Solaris, ruled by the Gazel Ministry. And she's just really kind of the first human, really. Ah, she isn't the true Miang. So what does that mean? Oh, well, I guess we're not going any more with that discussion. Vanquish this plant civilization. What? Well, of course there's going to be a genocidal element. In any JRPG, there's going to be like, yeah, we want to resurrect God. We want to use all this genetic material. But now, we also have to destroy all mankind. But why, says Citan? Creations of God will someday be a hindrance. Basically, having all these humans running around would be, you know, an efficient thing to do because they might try to interfere with our plans. But how does Krelian factor into all this? Because it's pretty obvious that, like, he is not somebody that was, you know, an ancient human being. You know, he wasn't around since the beginning of time like Miang or Cain of the Gazelle Ministry. I mean, he's been around for a couple of centuries, we know that. Probably because of nanomachines, but Peaceful Awakening. Ooh, ominous. But he's only a couple hundred years old. Seems like everybody else is, like, thousands of years old and has been around forever. So, oh man. So what does this mean for everybody? Does this mean we're all doomed? Is God resurrected? Shit. This is not good. But yeah, I hope you guys understood at least some of what was that. Is that, you know, Miang, been around since the beginning of time. Part of Deus. Deus being an interplanetary destructo weapon thing that crashed into Earth. And she's part of the computer program to help rebuild it by using humans reproducing, assessing their genetic material. And all of this has been, you know, assisted by Krelian and his nanomachines that have made this process go even faster. So that's kind of the gist of it. Oh, come on. Yeah, Faye. Live to fight another day. Even though we've been just totally screwed up until this point. Kind of seems like that's just how it goes. Oh god, what's happening now? Is Merkava moving? Oh, that thing. That thing, I tells ya. I tells ya. And, of course, there's a big-ass laser. Just like in Final Fantasy VI Kefka. I don't know if you guys have played that game, but he has a kind of a death ray that he uses to randomly torch towns that defy him. Alright, well that's the end of the episode. Big revelations here. We find out that the purpose of humans has been to basically breed, multiply, and be reassessed into Deus. It turns out God is nothing more than a biological interplanetary weapon that was deemed so dangerous that people were trying to dismantle it, but it became self-aware and crashed into our planet, thus creating Miang, who was the first human, whose entire purpose was to reassess humanity into this living body of Deus. So yeah, it's pretty overwhelming stuff. What does this mean for humanity? Find out in the next episode of Let's Play Xenogears. This is the Benjinator, and thank you guys for watching.